Massive crisis in Labour Party as Abure and Apapa factions unite to fight against Obi and NLC. Oh my god. The news in detail, please. Wary of the leadership struggle between the Julius Abure-led Labour Party LP and his camp, the Deputy National Chairman South of the LP, Lamidi Apapa, has collapsed his faction and accepted Abure as the party's national chairman. With this development, the leadership tussle between the two camps may also have been laid to rest. However, the Papa's faction has stated that both factions reconcile to fight the presidential candidate of the party in the 2023 general election. Mr. Peter Obi and the Nigeria Labour Congress (NLC). The crisis between Abure and Apapa almost polarized the party to the extent that both filed separate appeals during the presidential election petition. In what was described as an anti-party activity to destabilize the party for the benefit of the All Progressive Congress (APC), Apapa had filed a petition to discontinue Obi presidential petition against President Bola Tinubu. The NLC had backed Abure during the war of the attrition between him and Apapa. With a new peace deal between Abure and Apapa, the two camps would team up against the plans by the NLC to take over the party. Abure, who had enjoyed NLC's support, fell out of favor and with the union following the contentious national convention held in Anambra that returned him and all his loyal members of the National Working Committee (NWC) to office 3 months ago. This compelled the NLC Political Commission to void the new leadership and set up a transition committee saddled with the task of engaging stakeholders of the party and conducting a fresh convention in 90 days. NLC also embarked on a series of picketing at Labour Party Secretariat nationwide, insisting on an all-inclusion convention, but Abure had his way. A source at the Labour Party National Secretariat, who preferred anonymity because he was not authorized to speak to the media, explained that Abure felt the urgent need to close rank with Apapa's faction following the open revolt and pressure from the NLC and his perceived differences with Obi. According to the source, it is the only logical way for him to have a united front against the threat of the NLC in particular. I believe you already know Abure had a long history with Apapa and Abayomi Arabambi before now, the source explained. When contacted, the factional spokesman of Apapa camp, Abayomi Arabambi, confirmed the development. Arabambi told this day that they had no problem with Abure from the onset because they knew he was being misled by NLC leadership. Yes, it is true. The reconciliation was done to fight a common enemy. When asked who the common enemy was, he said P2B and the NLC, particularly the NLC's president, Joe Ajero. When reminded that the Abure-led party had reserved the 2027 presidential ticket for B, the spokesman of the Apapa faction said that it is a complete fallacy. He said, "We are together to stop all those political hawks from taking over our party. We thought that NLC were fighting for a just cause, but it is very obvious that they only want to take over our party, and we are not going to accept that." He added, "I also want you to know that there is nothing like Obidate presidential campaign here anymore. It has been dissolved. Everybody has reverted to former governorship and presidential candidate. We don't want disinformation from the Labour Party." The National Publicity Secretary of Labour Party, Abure Ifo, also confirmed the reunion to these days, saying it was not out of place for Abure to extend olive branches to aggrieved members of the party. According to him, both leaders reconciled to move the party ahead. He said, and I quote, "They have reconciled and Apapa has reverted to his earlier position as the Deputy National Chairman, South. Apapa pledged solidarity with the Abure-led National Working Committee. The Labour Party is one united party now, except some little pockets of opposition by Kenneth Okonkwo. We are sure that sooner than expected he will join the mainstream party led by Abure," Ifo added. Ifo stressed that it was because of the reconciliation that Apapa had been speaking in favor of one united political party led by Abure. He also disclosed that there were ongoing talks with the Abure-led NLC to put the Labour Party in good position for the politics of 2027 and the governorship election in Edo and Ondo State scheduled later this year. I am not interested. You see this anything where they talk, anything politics where they talk, and I get as they pinch me for body. I know they like them. Because we have issues that are bothering us as it is today. Election is not coming up tomorrow or next year. Before the election, I think that was Festus Kiyama that was making fun of the obedience, that Tinubu was the one funding the Labour Party. It was saying that Abure and Apapa and Rabbit, okay, it was saying the Abure, Apapa, Rat and Rabbit fight that understand what you actually meant. Can't Lamidi Apapa run for the Labour Party presidential candidate? I feel he's not done with the humiliation he received in 2023, but now God Almighty wants to use the skirt to cover his face so that everybody will see his nakedness for P2B's sake. Well, I don't know. Like I said, we don't know. People who are supporting obedience or Labour Party are called the obedient movement, and they are supporting the obedient movement because of Obi. Now, these same people can withdraw their support from any political party. In fact, they have pledged to be that anywhere where Obi will follow and go. That is, if you continue with the way we the way we with an ideology, the way we think and all of that. You get. The truth is that someone that gave his life work to always stay at home and make sure she schedules me can never see anything good in whatever I do. I don't understand. What are you saying? I've said it before that Obi should leave that party since a Yoruba man is the organization, which such a man is bound to suffer betrayals. This is what only Tinubu is good at, causing political divisions, but is devoid of giving good leadership. Why did they come after the call Tinubu name for here? Why? Alright. Abure has imbibed the objective to which the Apapa faction was created. It is natural that they work together now to fully actualize the objective. APC as a party is propaganda personified. All this light they're pushing to the public is laughable. After all, who is Apapa? Who is Emilokon? The only thing they cannot do is good governance because light and darkness has no connection. Poverty, starvation, insecurity, joblessness, corruption, and evil machination are their product. It is on record that Labour Party has no elected councillor or local government chairman, not to talk of House of Assembly, reps or senator anywhere in Nigeria before P2B joined them. There is no Labour Party in Nigeria today without P2B. The Obedient family joined Labour Party because of P2B, and wherever it goes, we follow. Party is just a vehicle. The driver we know and trust is P2B. If he changes vehicle, we relocate with him. Alright, on this note, we have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen until I come your way next time. Enjoy.